Hello friends, how you doing? Day 896. Hope you're doing amazing on this beautiful sunny day. I am currently at the Starbucks right here, across from Guildford Mall in Surrey. Hold on. There it is. Anyway, I'm just reading a book right now called Switch On Your Brain, and I thought I'd just come in and share with you a passage from it. So one of the laws actually I was talking about, it was called the Law of Entanglement. And so let me actually read what it says. So the book is actually from Dr. Caroline Leaf. I believe she is a researcher, audiologist, pathologist, communication pathologist. She's been studying neuroscience and neuroplasticity. Okay, so someone who's done a lot of work on it. Anyway, so I'll just read what it says here. So the law of entanglement in quantum physics states that relationship is the defining characteristic of everything in space and time. Because of the pervasive nature of the entanglement of atomic particles, the relationship is independent of distance and requires no physical link. Everything and everyone is linked, and we all affect each other. So what does that mean? Simply put, the way I read it is we are one. We are all connected, whether you understand that or not. The truth is that we are. And in the book, it gives a few examples. It talked about how they had an experiment where two people were meditating together and linked in the same room, and then they separated the two meditators in two separate rooms. And then they lit up they shone a flashlight into the eyes of one of the meditators, and the part of the brain that lit up in that meditator actually lit up in the other one as well. And so how do you explain that, right? The second example was a surgeon who brought prayer into his surgeries. And so he says here, I won't explain all of it, but it says here, okay, he says, my experiences have convinced me that spirituality is a crucial element to the well-being of a person as a whole. Moreover, if we let him, God can do powerful supernatural things in our everyday lives. That's why I began inviting God into my consultations, exams, and surgeries. Many would be surprised that a neurosurgeon, a man of science, logic, and human progress, would be such a strong believer in God and divine intervention. Yet the experience has been nothing short of phenomenal. And so, what does that mean? Our prayers impact each other. Okay, so when you're praying for somebody, it does make an effect, whether or not you're actually there in person or not with them. It makes a profound impact on the other person. And so hopefully you're sending out, again, if you don't like the word prayer, send out love message or energy, positive energy, love, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. This is not a religious thing. It's just energy, okay? And if you understand that, my gosh, what positivity, what positive what good can we do together? I think if they said that people who had people praying for them, or had a spiritual foundation, they had seven times more likelihood to actually having a positive result in their surgeries. And so, does it make a difference? I think the numbers say itself. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you to decide. I'm a numbers guy. I follow numbers. But at the same time, again, like, prayers are great to help send some positivity to somebody else. But at the same time, if you're thinking poorly or negatively of someone, that actually affects somebody else as well. And so some of you might be like, yes! But my question is, why are you wishing something bad on somebody else? Yes, somebody might have hurt you. Somebody might have done something that you perceived as wrong towards you. But the question is, why they do it? Maybe they're hurt. Maybe they are unintentionally hurt. You don't know. We don't know the other person's story, the other person's motives, the other person's background, what they've gone through to get to where they're at. Because in general, no baby comes into this world wanting to hurt everyone in their life. Nobody. And so obviously something has happened in that baby's life for them to want to actually consider hurting another person. But here's the thing: if you think negatively about someone, guess what? The person that hurts the most is yourself, because you're the one who is brewing on that negative energy. And so my belief and my encouragement is to think positive, not just for yourself, but also on other people. Because if you start doing that for everyone, guess what? The world will become a better place. But again, the law of entanglement, it says that we are all, again, if I can just simplify it, we are all connected. We are one. We are united. Okay? It doesn't matter about space and time or physical. We are all energy, and it just all the experiments have shown that when we put out a certain type of energy, it affects another human being. And so my hope and my encouragement again is to just put out positive, my friends, because again, you know, another law, whatever you put out there comes back to you, right? Karma, whatever you want to call it. So what you focus on is what you attract. So hopefully you focus on some positivity, some love, and let's make the world a better place together. Okay? For those of you who want to read it, here again is the book, Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. Some amazing, powerful things here. This is just one thing I've gotten so far. There's so many great nuggets from here. But it's very, it's a scientific book, and it also brings in the element from a spiritual perspective. So for those who are spiritual believers, then there's some scientific foundation background on it. For those who are people of science, then it also brings in a spiritual foundation for you to link the two sides for the certain point that she's trying to make. But again, you know, you don't have to accept anything as truth. You have to figure out for yourself what makes sense the most to you. And if it doesn't make sense, have some conversations with people. Okay? Sometimes our brain is limited in how we can actually understand certain things, especially if we don't have a PhD. Right? We're incredibly biased. So let's try to keep an open mind and try to learn something that's new, and hopefully to be able to not only serve ourselves but humanity as a whole. All right, guys. Enjoy the sun. Get some sunscreen on. Protect yourselves. I love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye.